Welcome back to Total Football. A big Super Sunday on the way with the Manchester derby. We heard from Pep Guardiola at the start of the hour. Let's get to Ruben Amorim now.
What a game we have to look forward to on Super Sunday, the first Manchester derby of the season. Ruben Amorim's side picked up 4 points when the two sides met last season, but former midfielder Paul Scholes believes that the Manchester United head coach needs positive results to build confidence in the team.
And Sonny Lamans, just wanted to ask you first of all, how pleased were you to get him over the line, and what do you hope for him to bring to the team?
We are really pleased. He's a goalkeeper with a lot of potential. I know that we are in the moment that the goalkeeper needs to be really strong and have a lot of experience. But we are also in the moment that we have to look at the present, but also with focus on the future. So it's a little bit both. A guy with a great potential, that is one more option to play, and it will be ready.
Well, Scholes, who was talking ahead of launching a new podcast with former teammate Nicky Butt, scored 7 times in the derby, including a dramatic 93rd minute winner in 2010. He believes that Amorim's biggest decision on Sunday is actually at the other end of the pitch.
I haven't really seen much of the new lad, and obviously Anana's gone off to Turkey. I think he's gone, so it'd be interesting to see what happens Sunday with the derby. Of course, does the new lad come on, or does he stick with the lad who's played the last few games? I do actually think it'd be tough for a new lad to go into that game at first, but you have to start somewhere. He needs confidence given to him straight away, and he's got.
And how did you come to that decision? I don't expect you to tell us who, but how did you come to that decision?
No, it's the same thing that I do with different positions. Of course, it's not the same, but Altai is going to continue because we need to. It's a different league. It's a different country, different trainings, different ball. So we'll try to maintain that, and they will fight for the position. So for me, for this game, it's clear Altai will start.
It's a show of faith in Altai, though, as well, isn't it, for you?
I think sometimes is to connect even with Andre. We saw Andre Onana did a very, very good season in Inter. The quality is there, but we are in the club sometimes. In the moment, things are is getting harder and harder, and you can be really experienced. But in this club, the pressure sometimes is so hard on every.
But he's used to that. Yeah. Having been at AC Milan, having been at PSG, obviously playing for Italy, he's used to big games, big pressure games, big moments, big expectations of him. He's been the sort of golden child in many different ways over the last few years, and all of Italy watching him. So he'll be ready to go. I think he'll be looking forward to this challenge. I think he's picked the Premier League for a reason, wants to experience something else in his career, and I think he's picked a great club to do that. So really looking forward to seeing him play in England, and I think he'll do great.
Yeah. Now, in terms of the clubs, United a point above City in the table, who lost their last 2 before the international break. So who do you think is under pressure here?
Yeah, I still think it's early. I think when you look at a season, people don't really start to look at a table maybe until about 10 games in. But at the same time, with Man City and where they want to get back to, they can't afford to drop too many points. I think what Liverpool are looking to do this year and the strength of their team, how good Arsenal and Chelsea look, you don't want to fall back behind too far. So I think the pressure is on to get points immediately and get on a run and start competing with those teams once again for that title that they really want. So I think there's pressure on Man City, and I think it's obviously massive pressure for Ruben Amorim because it is arguably the biggest club in the world, and they want to get it right. Yes, there's been a lot of change since he's taken over and players going out and coming in, but there is now time to really grab his squad, grab his players, and start producing results.
What do you think is achievable for United this season? We heard Paul Scholes saying that the top 8 is the best that they can hope for. What do you think?
Well, again, this rebuild isn't going to happen overnight, so I think the realistic expectation for them and what they want to do, and maybe that's not where Man United used to be, I think is to get back into Europe. I think that would be a good step.
Do you think they will this season?
I think they can. They certainly can. I think the Premier League, you look at the spending again, the players coming in, the quality of players, it's going to be so competitive, so it's not going to be easy for them. But I think they can get there. I think they get into a European spot, and I think that would mean progress. And then you build on that and start building over the next couple of years.
And that'll take the pressure off this guy a little bit as
well,
won't
nice.
it? Okay, now you